All right, what's up, y'all? I'm back with part 4, War with the Natives. We were to the point where I had made contact with him the second time. Hit him up his backside probably about 7 or 8 times. And he had ran off, and I wanted to get the flashlight. The one flashlight that I remember. I went to get that. The girl didn't want to let it go for some crazy reason. I ended up having to tug it out of her hands. At that point, I started chasing him. But now he had a good, probably 5-second jump on me, which is kind of a long time in this kind of scenario. And he's running for his life. So I get to chasing him, and as I'm chasing him, I come across another one of these individuals who, mind you, there was I think about 6 of them, and then there was about 2 girls, but the girls really didn't have anything to do with anything. So I never really saw them. After I stabbed him the first time, I never really saw them girl. I'm sure they were around, but I didn't see them after stabbing him the first time. I don't know if they just got the fuck away from there and left the dudes to fight, or how it went. They usually don't leave each other like that. So for a dude to be left behind was kind of rare, I thought. And I have my theory about that. So I'm trying to chase this dude down. I can't find him. I make contact with somebody else that I haven't done anything to yet. I haven't really even seen him much, but I probably was maybe introduced to him or something. I'm not really familiar with this person, but I know he's with them. So somebody runs up on him and tries to throw a punch, a weak-ass punch, and the native dude swung the cooler at dude and either hit him, which it didn't do much damage, but when he hit him with the cooler, all the beer went flying out on the ground. This fool, in the middle of all-out war, I guess the end of it, drops down to his knees and starts picking up the beers. I swear, man, starts picking up the beers and putting them back in the cooler like he didn't give a fuck about what was about to happen to him. He wanted that beer before anything. Kind of blew my mind now that I think about it. So I run up on him with the blade right in his face, and I got the flashlight, so I'm letting him see what's coming. So I start playing with him and taunting him you want to see what the blade feels like? You want to really see what the blade feels like? And I'm just toying with him now, man. And he's like deer in the headlights. He's not running, he's not doing shit. I want him to just run though. You know, I really don't want to stab this dude, man. I want you to run. So finally, it kind of, I guess, clicks in his mind after me toying with him and taunting him with the blade a few times, you know, just fucking with him, and you know what I'm saying? Finally he knew it was time to run, but sometimes when you run, a motherfucker will just chase you down, kill you 10 times worse. That wasn't what I was going to do to him, though. I just wanted him to run. But I understand why he didn't want to initially run, because when that chase is on, sometimes it just makes the kill worse, man. When you start running, sometimes it's better to face it. So I really didn't have much with him, so I chased him up out of the woods. At some point must have found my ride, and that was about the end. Now we're out of the woods. But it's not the end of the story. So now we're out of the woods. I've somehow managed to escape this situation without a scratch on me. Nobody threw a punch. Nobody had a chance. I didn't give a motherfucker a chance to do shit to me, man. Somebody else got stabbed and said I accidentally stabbed. I didn't accidentally stab anybody that night. These aren't like bullets. Knives aren't like bullets. So you don't just fucking go to stab somebody and it fucking goes flying. No, man. No, you don't just accidentally stab somebody. There's no way I stabbed this person. And they swear to this day that I accidentally stabbed him in the arm. But I know. So I guess my assumption is one of the natives must have had knives too. Because I know I didn't stab the individual that was somewhat with me. It's not like I said, you can control a knife, you know, in the damage that you inflict on somebody with it. So honestly, one of the strangest things about it, I had this really nice black leather coat on, and it didn't have blood all over it. I don't remember wiping, and this might sound crazy to you guys, man, and if this was some fictitious lie, I would just tell you there was blood everywhere, man. It was all on my face. Like, honestly, you guys, it's not always like that. These when you make contact with somebody like this with a knife, it's usually pretty fucking fast. And unless you hit an artery, there's not gonna be a whole ton of blood. Without hitting an artery, man, like, I don't know, when I got shot, there wasn't a lot of blood. Even though I got shot at close range, it broke my femur and it didn't shatter my femur, but it broke it straight in half where it goes into the hip. I got hit high in my femur, almost in the hip, and there wasn't a lot of blood. My boy got popped in the leg, not in the same situation, but he said there wasn't really a lot of blood in his scenario. I've been stabbed through my arm. There wasn't a ton. You really don't see a whole lot of crazy blood. It's weird, man, because when you hit somebody real fast with like a razor, a knife, it takes a second or two for that blood to even really start leaking. It's not until you hit an artery, like I said, that you're really gonna see a huge amount of blood as far as in these scenarios. I got a homie who was with this dude, and he's crazy dude, and he stabbed this motherfucker like 63 times, and I think there was a lot of blood in that one. I'll let my homeboy tell it to you, but yeah, there was a lot of blood in that one because he tried to cut his throat, and I don't even know if he got his vein, but I know there was a lot of blood. Yeah, he said there was a lot of blood in that one, man. He'll get on here and tell his story, but I've never experienced that with knife combat. I've never experienced having to, like, where there's blood all over my clothes. As a matter of fact, the black leather jacket I was wearing the same jacket when I saw him again a month later. So, and I know I'm not a dumb criminal where I'm just gonna keep some tainted evidence just because, or not tainted evidence, I'm not gonna keep some shit that could be used as evidence against me just because it was a few $100s, man. Like, that shit all goes. I don't care about that, you know? And really, honestly, you guys, these scenarios don't come down to how slick you are or any of this type of shit or what. It comes down to whether your victims, or even if there even are victims, are willing to, first of all, say that somebody did this to them, even though when it's obvious. Second of all, they have to be able to be willing to testify against you. That's until you kill somebody, they have to come into court and testify against you and really put you. Now, all these, everybody recording all these fights and all that. See, now that's another scenario. I don't know how that goes. I don't know how that goes when the victim doesn't want to talk, but you shot him on camera and he survived. Now, once you kill somebody, their body is going to testify against you no matter what. Doesn't matter what they feel. Doesn't matter whether they would have told on you. Doesn't matter whether they want you in jail. Their body will forensically testify against you. That's when it gets fucked up and it goes beyond anything that, you know what I'm saying, it's just out of everybody's control at the point where you kill somebody. It don't matter if they was going to tell on you for fucking them up, gunning them down, or none of that. Now it's not even an option. Their body's going to speak. So, you know, you can be out here doing whatever, but if your way of settling disputes is just straight up murdering somebody, you won't be out here very long. You have to be able to negotiate and make it to the next situation without flipping out and burning your whole shit down, man. Any old fool can go kill somebody and fuck their life up. I could do it today, tomorrow, a year from now, 10 years from now, probably all the way up until I'm old. I'll probably still be in that category of that dangerous where I might snap like that. But I don't want to. I don't want to throw my life away, man. Prison is for fucking lames, man. Do I really look like a lame? Do I really look like somebody that wants to sit in the joint in not have no whips, no jewels, no wife, no TVs. Like, 'cause if I'm in the joint, I'm not having a TV because I'm not watching the programming that's on your regular cable. So I'll take a TV and throw that bitch against the wall if somebody just gave me one for free, which you can't because they etch your OID number. And there's ways around that, but I just feel like, you know what? I don't want a TV while I'm in the joint because I just need to think about how I'm not going to come back to this place. If I sit there and watch TV and get comfortable and think this shit's all good and snack on Little Debbie's and fucking ramen noodles and make these little bullshit fucking makeshift rice, fucking fried rice, I just could never get with the program as far as just how everything goes in there, man. Like, I want T-bone steaks and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, mashed potatoes and asparagus. Like, they don't really feed you real good by any means like that. And I mean, the food's okay, but you're not gonna be eating like a baller. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely not gonna be eating like a baller off the canteen menu. I just feel like that shit's all bullshit food. Like, what are you just gonna fucking throw 10 different recipes, 10 different items in a bowl, shake it up, and throw some other shit on there? And I mean, this shit's cool, but it's just not. They're not real meals, in my opinion, as far as like the pizzas they make and shit like that. Like, dog, that ain't no fucking pizza, man. Like, you got close, but come on, man. Some things you just can't substitute. And that's what prison's about, is just substituting shit, man. Like, just shit's fugazi as hell, man. Taking L's and shit. That's what that shit's about, man. I ain't even eat ramen noodles from the time I was a little kid. Even going to the county in like the workhouse and shit like that, I never ate them. I didn't like them. I ate too many of them one day. I didn't start eating ramen noodles until I actually went to the penitentiary. I probably hadn't ate ramen noodles in maybe like 20 years. Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I hate everything about prison, man. I hate everything about it. You can't do shit. You give me $1 million, I have nothing to do with it in there. It's nothing. I mean, buy a few little things to eat, some shoes. I don't want to gamble with you motherfuckers. Like, no, like, there's no weed in there. So, like, it's just, there's nothing for a person like myself in prison.